What does it mean to be trustworthy? Trustworthiness is a character trait that means an individual has the ability to be relied upon as someone who is honest and truthful. What does being trustworthy have to do with being a digital citizen? Most likely, a lot more than you realize. When you have proven yourself to be trustworthy with technology, you are showing others that you are mature and ready to be entrusted with using technology in productive ways. Sam, a fifth grader at Springfield Elementary, was surprised when he received a smartphone for his 11th birthday. His parents told him that he had proven himself to be trustworthy, and that as he got older, they wanted to have ways to keep in touch with him when he was at after-school activities. They also wanted Sam to be able to reach someone in case of an emergency. Sam was so excited, but he had many other plans for his phone. He imagined texting with his friends, making videos, and spending a lot of time on gaming apps. This was his dream come true. When Sam first received his phone, he hardly ever put it down. He was actually starting to get a stiff neck from looking down at it constantly. He was also starting to get behind on his homework and was not playing basketball outside with his friends as much. His parents noticed one morning that he was very tired at the breakfast table. They found out that Sam had been up late watching videos on his phone. His parents realized that they needed to create a plan for Sam, as technology was starting to take over his life. They created a contract for Sam to sign to show that he agreed to the expectations for technology usage. In 2018, the National Sleep Foundation found that 90% of parents polled reported that their children did not get the recommended 9 to 11 hours of sleep per night. Using electronic devices at bedtime was the major culprit. Sam's parents didn't want his schoolwork and his personal life to suffer, so the contract stated that Sam was to park his device when he got home from school to work on homework. He also had to park his phone during meal times and when he went to bed at night. The family placed a basket on the kitchen counter where everyone was to park their device at the agreed-upon times. Sam wasn't sure about this plan at first. However, he quickly realized that he had been missing out on conversations with his family and interacting with his friends. He also felt better with a full night's sleep. The plan was put in place to help him to live a well-balanced life. In addition to sticking to a plan, digital citizens show that they are trustworthy by keeping their promises. Monitoring the amount of time spent on technology was only one part of the contract that Sam signed for his parents. He also promised to stay away from certain websites, social media, and agreed to ask his parents if he was ever unsure as to whether a certain app or online activity was appropriate. His parents put some parental controls on his device as well to help keep him safe from internet predators and from accessing inappropriate sites. Sam's parents made it clear that he needed to stick to his promises or he would lose his new phone. One day, Sam forgot to turn his phone off and placed it in his backpack. It was in his pocket as he went out to recess. He had been very good about keeping his promise to stick to the plan, but on this day, Sam realized that he had his phone with him and decided to have a little fun with it. He decided to turn it on and film a group of friends playing basketball. His friends all stated their first and last names for his video. They also named the school and described where it was located. They were just having fun pretending to make a sportscast. At the end of the school day while walking home, Sam's friend told him it would be really cool if they uploaded the video to YouTube. Sam told his friend that he wasn't allowed to upload anything to the internet without his parents' permission. His friend laughed and said it was no big deal. Sam did not practice self-control, which is the ability to control your actions in difficult situations. He hit the post button. Sam's friends started to spread the word about the video so that all of his friends could see it. Sam was a little nervous, but figured breaking the rule wasn't that big of a deal. They weren't doing anything inappropriate in the video. They were just playing basketball. He tried to tell himself that his parents were just overprotective and that this little slip-up didn't really matter. Besides, word had spread about the video and a lot of kids were talking about it the next day. Before recess the following day, the principal called Sam up to the office. She explained to Sam that other parents had seen his video and that by posting names and the location of the school on the internet, Sam had put himself and other students in danger. You should never post personal information on the internet. Sam's parents were called to the school and Sam gave a full confession. He wanted to blame his friend, but in his heart, he knew that he was the one that broke his parents' trust. Being honest now was the only way to start to rebuild this trust again. His video was deleted, and Sam lost his phone until he could prove himself to be trustworthy. Sometimes telling the truth takes courage. Sometimes it might even seem like it would be easier to hide something that happened in an attempt to avoid consequences. However, people will quickly lose their trust in you if you hide the truth or tell a lie. Think about a time in your life when you had to tell the truth, even though it was really hard. When you did this, you showed that you had integrity. Integrity is a character trait shown by people that are known for being honest. Rules for using technology are put in place to keep you safe. By telling the truth, you are not only preserving your reputation for being trustworthy, but you are also keeping yourself safe from potential bad choices that can be made when utilizing technology. Digital citizens enjoy the benefit of being trusted by teachers, families, and their friends. This is because digital citizens realize that there are many temptations in our digital world, yet they practice self-control to stick to a plan to show that they are responsible users of technology. Now that you are growing older, you'll see that the more you demonstrate trustworthiness, the greater responsibility and trust you will be granted. Others will look up to you. You can be a voice for what is right to your friends. You will be able to feel good about yourself knowing that you are someone that can be relied on to make good choices. What could Sam have done differently to practice self-control and keep his promises to his parents? Why do you think it is important for there to be rules put in place for technology usage? As you get older, you will have to prove that you are trustworthy by being honest with your family and following the rules when it comes to using technology. While some rules might seem silly to you at first, they are there to protect you from dangerous situations and to keep you healthy. And now, a word from our founder, Lisa Stroman.
Technology is always going to be a part of our lives, but we have to remember that with this privilege comes responsibility. Digital Citizen Academy was created to help you become a responsible digital citizen by empowering, educating, and inspiring you to become a leader in the technology space. We want you to be safe online, and we also want you to have a voice in what happens with your digital footprint. Thank you for being a good digital citizen, and welcome to the DCA team.